Hello, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video, and welcome back to the horror bar. So today I've got an unboxing for you, and I've been really excited to open this one. It's literally only just turned up. I ordered this last year, so if there's any guesses what it could be, I'm not too sure what it could be. Could be related to horror, but it's a mystery, this box. It's a complete mystery. I haven't got a clue what it is, but we're going to get it open, we're going to see what it is. So let's get into it. Right, so if you haven't guessed from the intro, from the beginning of the video, what this is, obviously you probably know now, we're obviously wearing the jumper. I have to put the jumper on and open this one. I am I'm really pumped for this one, so I'm hoping it's going to be good. Yeah, I'm pretty I'm pretty excited, so I don't want it to let me down. This will be like the first Sideshow collection in my collection. So I'm expecting big things from it, because obviously it's not cheap, and also I ordered it back in, I think it was June. So right, let's get into it. So the box is heavier than the usual 1/6 scale boxes, so that's usually a good sign. That's good quality body. So we'll just get this bit off. Okay. Paperwork. Oh yes, this is from Mad About Horror, by the way, and he included the art print. I emailed him, I think it was this morning, because I've already got the girl. I wanted this one, and he's put it in for me, so that's fantastic. So thanks for that. Obviously the other one, what's still missing is the woman, but I really wanted, because I already had the little girl. I really wanted out the clown. So yeah, really cool art print that. So here it is in its box. It says Sideshow on it. It's in its own proper box. Obviously this is new to me, because as I say, it's my first one, so I thought it would be straight in there, but obviously not. So we'll open this bit now. Oh God, I'm nervous. Super nervous. I'm hoping you can get all this alright, and you're going to weigh me as well. Right. Now obviously there's a few issues with this one when it first came out. A lot of people had a few issues with it. I think it was mainly the hat and maybe the jumper and everything, but because obviously this is an old piece now, they reissued it, and I'm hoping they've changed the hat and the thingy, but I'm not really expecting them to change it, because they probably haven't, but I'm expecting the edge cut to be really good anyway. So that's the front. See that alright? That's the back of it. So the packaging was nice and tight in that box, which is good. I am sweating with this jumper on. Whew. Here we go. So yeah, the box and the front of the box looks really good. Come on, baby. Okay. Face sculpt and everything looks pretty good. The hands look really nice. Glove looks nice. Obviously, I'm looking through all the packaging, but it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty good. Yeah, the head sculpt looks really good on it. Try not to break it. So you get two. You get an extra. By the looks, you get. So obviously he's got his glove hand already on, and he's got obviously his other hand, and you've got an extra glove, and you get an extra two hands. So that's how it looks. So what we're gonna do, we'll get it out properly. But first impressions, I think it looks really good. I think it looks like the clothing, everything's really good on it. Obviously underneath is the base, but we'll bring the camera closer and we'll have a close look at it. Right, so we'll start off with the hands. The hands look really good. Look really nicely sculpted. and good detail in there, which it should be, because obviously this is expensive. Like I've probably said a few times in this video, but they're expensive pieces. I don't know how easy it is to change the hands up. I'm not looking forward to that because I am super unlucky when it comes to one set scales, changing the hands up and everything, because I always seem to break these pegs. They don't include any extra pegs. I think they should. I say that on all one set scale figures. The companies out there should be giving you extra pegs for when that happens, but they don't. But yeah, this is the closed fist one, but it does look good. The pointed finger one, I'll probably want to be using this one because it just looks really good when you got it on display and everything. But yeah, the sculpt and the paintwork again is it's pretty good. If anything, I'd probably add maybe. I don't think I won't be doing this personally to myself because obviously it's quite expensive to me anyway. This piece, so I think it could have added a black wash to it. To be fair, it's a bit. I don't know. The color tone seems a bit bright. Maybe that's accurate in the film, but I don't know. I think it could have been toned down a little bit, and then obviously maybe the redness coming out a bit more. So yeah, but apart from that, they do look good. The glove as well. The glove looks really nice. It's really nicely sculpted. It just looks like obviously Freddy's glove. I wish these blades was metal, but they're not, the plastic. But I like the blood splattering and everything they've done on it. I think it's really effective. I reckon you could easily snap these, so you want to be pretty careful with them. I don't know if there's any movement in them actually. No, I don't think there is. I thought one of them moved then, but I thought there was movement in it, but no, there's no movement in it. So basically it's just like a solid mould. But yeah, the blood splatter on the blades looks really, really nice. So yeah, the glove looks really, really good. So we'll have a look at Freddy now. So I've set him up on the base because you get the base with it. The base is really good as well. I like the fact that it says what it is. Looks really, really good. The boots look really nicely sculpted as well. They're real laces. No, they're just sculpted laces. The trousers, I think the trousers should have been darker as well. I'm not so sure if that's correct. It seems a bit too bright. Again, they could have gone with making a bit more dirtier. It's a bit too clean for my liking. The material I've used is it's okay. It feels a bit thin, but it feels okay. I don't know how far they're sculpted up. Yeah, so you got a little button on there. So his other glove, again, it looks really nice. Nicely sculpted, blood splatter again. Again, these don't move. His other hand is just basically a relaxed hand, but again, it looks okay. Jumper, I think the jumper is the right colour. If you compare it to the jumper that I had on, it's literally exactly the same colour. So, yeah, it's not as bright. It's coming up. By looks on this camera, it's looking up like it's coming up really bright red, but it's not. It's like a darker red and like a darker green, but it's coming up really bright. But it's not that bright. It's not right in your face, but it looks really nice. It seems to fit him quite well. You got the raggy bits around his neck and everything, and the raggy bits around his wrists. Material feels a bit thin. I would like it if it's a bit more thicker, but maybe it might look a bit odd. Might look a bit more bulkier. We'll just spin him round. So the body shape and everything, I think it looked pretty accurate because he won't like muscly or fat or anything. He was pretty skinny, wasn't he? So it looks pretty good. He's got good movement. He's got all the movement what you would need in a 1/6 scale figure. The double bend, the elbow, not the elbows, the shoulders and everything go in and out. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's, yeah, I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, he's got all the right movements what he should have. So the head sculpt is absolutely killer. I absolutely love this head sculpt. I think it's absolutely fantastic. A lot of people didn't like it because not mainly the head sculpt, but the hat sits too high on his head. But I can't really see a problem with it. I really can't. I think it looks really, really good. I think it's the way people have shot the videos, or the way they've posed it up. I mean, if you pose it up a certain way, it just looks really, really good. I mean, that looks like that. I mean, that looks really, really good. So the hat does not come off. It's stuck on. But the head sculpt is really, really good. Really, really good detail. Really, really good paintwork. The eyes look absolutely fantastic. And the teeth as well. Wow. It looks brilliant. Really, really good. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love that. You got the side here. It sort of like points up. So there's like some sort of demon, which he is practically in. You got a bit of his ear being sliced. I think that's like original to the film as well. The colour of the hat, again, the colour of the hat is coming out a different colour on the camera for some reason. It's more of a black. I think that's more accurate because when I ordered the Trick or Treat Studios mask with a hat, that was like a really like a light brown. And I had to weather that up and basically make it a lot more dirty and battered. Now this is sort of things what I'm missing from this is literally it looks too clean. I think it would have benefited with some bits of like tears, you know, into the hat and everything. Obviously a lot more weathering and to his jumper, same to the pants and the boots, and maybe a black wash to the hands. But then in theory, you'd have to do a black wash to the face, and I don't think you should. You could go in there and make it a bit more brighter with the where you can see like obviously the bits of his like muscle tone, what's under the flesh and everything. But I think it looks really, really nice. And maybe in the future, probably maybe like say 2 years down the line, I might go in there, maybe do some work to it. But right now, no, I'm not. I don't need to do any work to it. I think it looks really, really nice. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with this. The only thing I'm like nervous about is obviously changing the hands because I'm super unlucky when it comes to these. And I don't really want to mess about with it much because obviously it's super expensive to me. Obviously it's not expensive to most people. I mean, this is like £250, and £250 is quite a lot of money for a 1/6 scale figure. Just basically just to sit on your shelf just so look good. But it does look good. It does look good. It looks awesome. It's going to look fantastic in the display. So yeah, I absolutely love it. Now the body is slightly heavier. I would say not probably about a bit more heavier, not slightly, a bit more heavier than the Trick or Treat Studios one. The only one I'm comparing it to, the Trick or Treat Studio one, is obviously the first Michael Myers because that's the only one I've got. Oh no, I haven't. I've got I've got Art the Clown on I, which is a Trick or Treat Studio body. Yeah, so them two bodies are quite light. This one's a bit more heavier, so it feels a bit more like a better quality body. Obviously they're going to put a better quality body in because it's a bit more expensive. You're paying for obviously the better movements, and obviously the head sculpt is really, really good, and obviously the sculpting of the hands are nicely done. The gloves and obviously the clothing as well. The clothing is to be fair, the clothing is actually really, really good. Yeah, the clothing's really, really good. It's been like tailored and everything, really, really good. And the jumper obviously looks brilliant, as I say. Like the only little issue is obviously I would like to have been just more weathered. But apart from that, it looks really, really good. So what we'll do now, we'll I don't want to do it, but we'll change. I'm only going to change one of his hands anyway. I'm going to have the pointing hand, and we'll put the box behind it and see how it looks. We'll put it on the rotating base as well. Right, so I got him on the rotating base. I managed to change his hand up. It came off pretty nice and easy, to be fair. I just went super slow because, as I say, I'm super unlucky when it comes to swapping hands out. So I've got him in this sort of pose at the moment. It's not the best pose to put him in, but yeah. We've just got him moving about. So yeah, it looks really, really good. So I'll have to get him in a better pose than this for when I put him in my display cabinet. So I think maybe the jumper could have been up a bit more up here, maybe. Seems a bit too low down where his neck is, makes his neck look really long at the back, but you're not going to see the back anyway. Trying to find little criticism of it, I can't really find any, to be fair. I mean, a lot of people said about the hat. I mean, it looks pretty bad from like that angle, but who's going to be looking at it from that angle? I mean, if you're going to if you want to really explore, basically just say find every little issue with this piece, then you're going to find that issues like that, and you're going to film it in certain ways where it looks bad. But I don't think it's that bad at all. I think it's really, really good. It's really good quality they've put in it. Now, is it better quality than the Trick or Treat Studios one? Now, I've just had my wife in here, and I've just so she could see this figure, because obviously this is most I've ever spent on a 1/6 scale figure. Obviously, she wasn't super happy about it, but anyway, she got over it. and I asked her, and I said to her, would you pay? Well, I said to her anyway, I said, this one is like £250. And I said, if you look at Art the Clown, which was about 130 or 140, I think, something like that anyway. I can't remember now. I don't think it was too expensive. But if you compare the two, the head sculpts, obviously there was complete different look, obviously, and the different characters and everything. But if you compare them both, would you say it's worth it? And she said no. Obviously she's not a collector herself. She's not interested in any of these at all. So, but in my opinion, is it worth £250? It's an hard one to say, because like I look at this and I think the head sculpt is I'm not saying anything bad about Trick or Treat Studios, because they are doing really good 1/6 scale figures. But I think this head sculpt is a lot better than any of theirs they've done. Now, I love the Michael Myers one. I think that's absolutely fantastic. And I love the Art the Clown one. But this head sculpt is a lot better, I think. The paintwork, the sculpt of it is really good. So, again, is it worth £250? No. It's not worth £250. I don't think it's worth that. I don't think any figure is worth that much. In my opinion, I think this certainly should have been for about 200 quid. Obviously you get the base with it. Then most figures, 1/6 scale figures, they don't include a base, but the base is okay. It's nothing fantastic. Probably later on down the line I'll probably end up replacing this base and making his own base for him, because that's what I'm doing in the process at the moment. I'm just making a base for Michael Myers at the moment. Just got a little turning that into a little beer can for the other Bob Sheep base. I've done a base for the Trick or Treat, for the Art the Clown as well already, and I think that base looks really, really good. So later on down the line, I probably will replace this with a base that I want to make anyway. So yeah, I reckon it should go for about 200 quid. But obviously, you pay what you get, don't you? Basically, and I have paid for quality. So at the end of the day, so yeah, it's expensive, but I can't grumble any more than that, because I am really, really happy with it, and I'm super pleased. I'm super, super glad that I've got this in my collection. As I say, I ordered it last year. I never thought I would be able to get a 1/6 scale figure from Sideshow ever, to be fair. It wasn't something I was going to go down the line of getting when I started recollecting again the last couple of years, I was not going to go down the line and getting 1/6 scale figures, but then Trick or Treat Studios came out with Michael Myers, and it was a good price, and that ended up setting me off getting the 1/6 scale figures. But what I'm trying to do is stick to a line basically, and then stop. So the next probably 1/6 scale figure that I'd probably get in my collection, probably won't be for a while though. I don't know, to be fair. I've looked at the Friday the 13th, but I'm not a massive fan of that. I might have to watch all the films, because I think I've only seen 2 of them, and I've never been a big fan of Jason. I like the look of him, but I'm not a fan of the film, so can't really relate to it if I can't be a fan of the film. So I think the next 1/6 scale figure I would probably get in my collection, if I was going to get another one, would probably be Texas Chainsaw Massacre one, the is it the Pretty Woman one with a suit on and that? I think that one looks absolutely fantastic. That one looks brilliant. So it'd be something like that. But apart from that, probably won't be for a while. But yeah. Anyway, this video is going on way too long, but I'm just super pumped for this one. I just wanted to get obviously on video as much as long as possible. But I do recommend it. I absolutely do recommend this one. If you can afford, obviously, to get this piece in your collection, you haven't got it, because it is an old one now, so most people probably already have this in the collection. Or if they haven't got it and they started collecting again or something, or they've only just started collecting and they want to get a 1/6 scale Freddy, I do recommend this one. Obviously, the only issue I found really is just the hat, basically, but the hat's not really. It's not a deal breaker for me. It really isn't. They could have added a bit more weather into it, but again, it's still not a deal breaker to me. Again, you could do all that yourself. You could add all that to it yourself. I've seen, I think Dean Knight does YouTube videos as well. He changed his. He pulled the hat off and sculpted the top of the head and everything. So it can be done. I'm not going to do that. I don't think it needs it. So basically, this video, I'm just going to say that this piece is, for me, is like, I'm going to say it's a 10 out of 10, even though it's slightly different things, but I would add, like weathering, hat and everything. But apart from that, it's a 10 out of 10. I can't complain about it. Well, I have complained about it, but it's not complaints where it's going to bug me or anything like that, because I think it just looks fantastic. So, yeah, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. So again, if you like this video, hit the like for us. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Tell me if you've got this piece. Tell me if you don't like it. Tell me if you think I'm completely wrong about it, or I'm right about it, or whatever. Just let me know. And we'll see you in the next video. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.